Good morning. Grand Rising. Because it is grand. I have a conversation on my chest this morning. You ever dealt with somebody? And I'm just going to go off of my experience. I am a woman and I deal with men. Okay? So, you ever deal with a man and you break up? They instantly regret breaking up. They instantly regret leaving or disconnecting or somewhat. But they haven't fully disconnected from you. So when they come back around, realizing their flaws, realizing they bullshit, realizing they mess that they made, they always want to come inside, oh, it was a misunderstanding. What was it? What about it was a misunderstanding on my end? That's what I want to know. Because I made you stand 10 toes on business that you made up. I made you stand 10 toes on it, okay? We got a sip of coffee here. The side is a little chipped. Anyway, so when a woman makes you stand on business, then it's like, oh, well, now, it's real. It is real. Because when I'm done with somebody, me personally, when I'm done, when I'm finished, when I see that you're finished, I'm not going to beg to stay because I have to hurt for a while. And I'd rather hurt alone. I'd rather be by myself and hurt and let this pass over and let this be, let myself heal, let myself recognize what it really was. Let myself accept what it really was. Let myself see the realness and get myself out of this delusion. And so when I have to put myself in that place, when I have to do that, it's going to take a minute for me to register. And I got to do it by myself. I can't just sit here and constantly accept disrespect, or I have to constantly go into these ongoing cycles and question you about the same old thing over and over again. I can't do that. That's childish. Because at the end, that's where a lot of women go wrong, because you turn into the manipulator at that point, but you're manipulating through the victim state of mind. You're manipulating through the woman's perspective. You're manipulating through your emotions, and that's what you don't want to do. Is try to get them to change their mind. It's like, oh, are you sure? Pretty much. And it's like, no, don't do that. And I had to catch myself like a couple months back doing that, because I was so hurt. I had failed myself again. But at first I was like, no, I trusted this person to be true to me. I've trusted this person to be honest, fully honest, like I was. And it's like, it didn't happen. But I can't control that, because I knew, to an extent, I knew what it was. But at the same time, like I said, I was still standing on business when it came to my boundary, when it came to a rule. And I already broke my own rules at this point. I already broke my own boundaries. I already broke my own self in again. But at the same time, like I said what I said. I feel like, I don't even know what I feel right now, honestly. But just as an example, it's always them coming back around saying like, oh, it was a misunderstanding. It wasn't a misunderstanding. I understood perfectly what the fuck it was. And I'm out of the way. Now I'm colliding 3, 4, 5 different situations that I have had, and it was all similar. It was all done up and done down and stuff. And it's like, I've been thinking about this one individual recently, and I'm like, I'm tired of thinking about this person, because I know that they didn't respect me like I thought they did. I know that this person didn't really care like I thought they did. I know now in my heart that it's not what it was. It's never going to be that. Because it is what it is. It is what it is. 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to show you who they are before you get to them. Even when it's sweet nothings, even when you think it's good vibrations, there's always some factor that they show you who they are. It's just in a different vibration. They gift wrapping for you. And once you open it up, When you see it, it's like, oh, okay. You know, but it's still good vibes. And then later on, when you see what they had given you, and they're giving you the same thing, just wrapped differently, you start to recognize, you got to realize that they never switched up on you. They gift wrapped the situation differently in a different situation, but they always told you the truth. They always told you who they were. They always showed you who they were. And so it's on you to accept it. If you don't accept it in the first phase, and then in the next phase you go into with this person, you're starting to see it. You're starting to really see what it is. It's not that they switched up on you. It's that you're starting to recognize these situations. You're starting to recognize this person for what they really are. The rose-colored glasses. I'm taking this from what I heard from a said person. They're officially broken. And when you get out of that situation, you know, you got to realize that love is infinite. You can make more of it. You don't have to just pour into this person. You can take it back for yourself. It never belonged to them. It's an experience you wanted to share with them. It's an experience that you wanted to share with them. You have got to recognize that. And when it's time for you to realize this, and when it's time for you to really tell yourself the truth in this situation or situations, for my girls that multitask, it'll make you better. It's not going to feel good, not all the time, but it is going to make you better for you. Ain't nothing like a sturdy woman that knows what she's talking about. Ain't nothing like a sturdy woman with experience that knows what she's talking about. That because she knows, she sees it, she's experienced it, she has had it. And I want my ladies, my young ladies, to be blessed with this wisdom. I want my ladies that are new to these experiences blessed with this wisdom. I really hope that y'all experience this word. I don't want you to hurt, but I do want you better. I don't want you to get lost in it, but I do want you better. I don't want you to fall to your knees and stay there. I want you to stand up, because now this is a part of your story. This is a part of your strength. I pray you get out of it safely. I pray you get out of it clean, physically, mentally, emotionally. I pray you have nobody giving you any unknown and unaware diseases. I pray that this person that you are connecting with acknowledges their flaw, their bless it. I pray that this individual acknowledges what they are doing, and they stop it right then. And if that means walking away from you so they can become better and you could become better separate from them, so be it. So be it. Sometimes you got to get ghosted to recognize what is real. Don't chase. Be the attraction. Do not be the chaser. Be the attraction. I don't chase. I attract. What belongs to me will find me. What belongs to me is already on its way to me. If they want you, if they feel that you are theirs, they'll have you. You don't have to convince them anything. You have to allow them to have that conviction. That's their will. That's their right. You don't own that. You don't own that, baby. You don't. So don't fall into this low vibration phase. Don't fall into this trap of you going back and forth in your mind. Don't go back and forth with yourself and harassing this individual. Don't go back and forth and try to manipulate with your emotions. Don't act insecure. Don't start acting insecure. What you need to do is go within, because it's infinite. And if they happen to miss the opportunity, they miss the opportunity with a bomb ass bitch. And to my ladies that like to multitask, okay, that's one less on the roster, okay? Replacements is coming soon, I'm sure. Oh, go look at Bam Bam's nails. I had to take some of them off last night. I'm gonna put some on today. I'm gonna put some on. I'm in my jams. But babies, get out in nature. Get out in nature and charge and rejuvenate. Get yourself together. Get yourself back collected. This person may have messed your mind up, but you have got to recognize and realize how you messed your own mind up. Because a lot of times, the situation is not as big until you recognize your emotion in it. When your emotions are tied to something, it makes it 10 times bigger. That's why there's more than one side to every story. Because your comprehension, your interpretation, you got to recognize that. You got to be responsible for that. You got to respect it. Accept it as it is, baby. And for you men, same thing. Same thing. You got to get control of yourself, baby. Take accountability and recognize where you rejected the truth. Fast forward to now seeing it and believing it and accepting it. The mistake you made was rejecting the truth at first. Now, moving forward, don't reject it. Don't reject it, baby. You better be quiet. All right. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I love y'all. I want to thank y'all. And I wish y'all peace. I wish y'all peace, love, and light.